Green Tree Foundation, in partnership with Seatuck Environmental Association, launched the first annual Green Tree Foundation Teachers Ecology Workshop in June 2012. The workshop is designed for elementary and middle school teachers of Long Island who seek to gain a deeper understanding of the natural world and to strengthen their knowledge and skills to teach basic science principles.
From my point of view, it's really always interesting to me to see how people who have not necessarily had a lot of experience in the outdoors, how they react to it when you show them how accessible birds and other features of the natural environment really are, and what an opportunity wild birds, for instance, among other kinds of wildlife, present for teachers who are looking for a way to engage the natural curiosity of their students.
I think we had a seed of a love for taking the kids outside when we could, but I think being here and discussing all of the different techniques and applications, it's really brought to fruition the want and the drive to get the kids out there in every way possible.
This exciting professional development opportunity begins with 5 full days in July at Green Tree in Manhasset. The intensive learning experience includes lectures by noted experts, followed by hands-on field studies, topic-specific hikes on the property, and creative classroom activities for incorporating new knowledge and nature into the curriculum.
First of all, it has been a phenomenal week. As the science specialist for K through 5, I occasionally take the kids outside. What it has done for me, the program this week, has shown me how to take the kids outside more often. It doesn't just have to be limited to the spring or maybe just the beginning of the year. The outdoors is a great opportunity to integrate not just science, but to integrate the other subjects, social studies, the history of a tree. Writing about what you see at the outdoors, making observations. About 4 of us have collaborated, and we're going to meet as soon as 2 weeks to plan lessons so that we kind of put our heads together and collaborate and make our lessons even better.
Workshop lecturers include professors from Adelphi University, Columbia University, Hofstra University, and the College of Staten Island.
I'm really excited about teaching in the Green Tree Foundation Teachers Ecology Workshop. It's an incredible audience to teach. You can see that as they're listening, they're thinking about how am I going to pass this excitement on to my students.
This week I am mostly serving as a lecturer on marine life. Again, specific to Long Island, focusing on the fishes of Long Island. So most people here, when they think of fish, they think of the fillets that you see in the fish market. And what I'm trying to do is give them a picture to go with what that fillet actually looks like.
The workshop provides teachers with familiarity with the region's geological history, general knowledge of local ecosystems and wildlife, strategies and tools for using the outdoors as an extension of the classroom to connect students to nature, and specific activities that involve authentic outdoor experiences to enhance your curriculum.
Well, there's nothing like experiencing one for oneself. We know about kinesthetic learning, and hands down, we learn by doing. So how do we then incorporate with our hands, with our eyes, with our whole bodies, how do we learn with that? And so I guess we're modeling for the teachers. If you are doing it this way and you're learning well, then shouldn't by reason be then for the students as well?
Informally, and perhaps as importantly, participants will join a stellar community of Long Island educators for sharing ideas, best practices, and challenges and successes.
I've also incorporated each morning taking a walk in the backyard of our school. We're lucky to have this big field. You know, one of the comments that I heard walking back into the classroom was from this little boy in particular who is a video game fanatic. The parent actually said they can't even get the kid outside to play. He said, "Wow, nature's amazing. Nature's better than any of my toys." And I was like, whoa, that's cool. Like, that's huge. Can we play with nature again tomorrow? And I'm like, absolutely, absolutely. We will go back outside and play with nature. And that particular year, we went out every single day.
Green Tree's 400 acres of mature woodlands, glacial topography, and native grasses provide a remarkable natural classroom from which to study the biology, ecology, and geology of Long Island.
Well, Long Island has just about everything you would want to study, from freshwater habitats to the beaches, to the different forests, including the pine barrens, our oak forests, maple forests, We've learned about the Hempstead Plains, that there was a grassland here, and a lot of people don't know about those things. So as a naturalist, there's something for everybody here.
It's thrilling to me that I can maybe start to inform these teachers about something they may not have had reason to have learned about previously, and the fact that this is part of our heritage. This is Long Island's natural heritage, and we need to be reminded of that. We need to bring it back. It's just wonderful to have an example for them to pass on to their students, actually, about how you can restore some of the diversity of nature.
Green Tree remains one of the largest privately owned properties on Long Island. It is located near the Hempstead Plains, which once boasted one of the few natural prairies east of the Allegheny Mountains. It is biologically significant for many reasons. Along with a rich diversity of habitats, its size helps sustain the aquifer that provides fresh water for much of the region and provides natural corridors for plant and animal movement, contributing to species protection. The Green Tree Foundation Teachers Ecology Workshop is a natural evolution of the Foundation's work. In 2006, the Foundation initiated a 25-year commitment to an ecological approach to land and wildlife management, with a goal of restoring and preserving a healthy and diverse ecosystem. The management approach places Green Tree in the larger context of critical efforts to ensure the ecological health of the region.
The programs and the activities are just so thrilling and amazing. I'm learning more than I really ever have. And so this is kind of giving me a whole different insight. And it's really an amazing experience that I want to bring back to my children.
Forest can teach us so much. It really is an amazing system that is very much in balance and very efficient at the way it uses natural resources and energy. If we, as human society, was to interact as cooperatively as the different elements and populations in a forest, we'd have a much better society.
While the first workshop was designed solely for elementary school teachers, it has grown each year in size and scope to include a week for elementary school teachers and a second week for middle school teachers of Long Island. The first year also began small by design, with less than 15 teachers. The workshop has expanded to include more than 20 teachers each week.
I've always loved science, getting my kids into science, but what this week really drove home for me was how much just simply taking them out into the yard, the schoolyard, around the building, and doing something as simple as a rock hunt or drawing the clouds could really affect them not only in their academic learning, but in their social-emotional development.
John Muir has a quote that says, "I went out for the day, and I finally decided to stay out till sundown. I found in going out I was going in." And here you're just enveloped in this unbelievably exquisite habitats, but more so you're embraced with this pulsating Green Tree heart of goodness of people. I had this t-shirt on today, big question mark, right? So here they're kind of cocooned in this unbelievable, indescribable experience. And it's kind of on them to go out, bring it with them back to their own kids.
To build upon the week-long summer studies, the program offers 4 Saturday field trips to explore Long Island's coastal ecology, barrier beaches, and rivers and wildlife in different seasons of the year.
We're at Sunken Meadow State Park right now. I chose this area to use as an example for estuarine ecology or salt marsh ecology. It's a magnificent park on the North Shore that once had a huge salt marsh, but has a functional remnant of that salt marsh that's still here. We sat on the lawn for a while and we were able to go over how salt marshes in general were formed and how they're functioning in today and what to look forward to in the future.
It's always fun when you can get the teachers to see things they've never seen. So getting the teachers into the waders, getting them into the water. So you guys can literally walk out right here, seeing them hold fish.
No.
The program also offers an astronomy night at Green Tree that features a lecture and skywatch walk.
Well, I think it's really important for teachers to take away that science and space is for everyone. So it's not just something that scientists do in labs locked away from the rest of the world. It's not something that scientists do in universities by themselves. It's something that comes natural to all of us. It's asking questions and finding out answers and looking at the world around you and saying, how does that work? What's that doing? Why is that there?
The program also offers alumni events and a graduation dinner. Additionally, teachers who have completed the workshop are invited to bring their students to Green Tree.
So the idea is that they are going to go outside regardless, and all of our materials and programs state that, and that's something that we're telling you teachers. You're dressing, we're going outside. Unless it's hailing, we're going outside. Unless there's a big, huge hurricane, prepare to be outside. So they have to bring brim hats in the summertime when it's sunny, and they have to dress for wet weather or really, really cold weather because we're taking them out.
It just helps kids use their natural curiosity, which they don't get to do when they're glued to a seat. They learn to relate differently to other children. They learn to have feelings for plants and for trees, things that they thought were laughable. A year or two later, they also are saying, oh, thank you for this. Thank you, tree, for sharing this with me.
I like to use this quote from a famous Senegalese naturalist, conservationist, who, as part of this famous speech, said, we conserve what we love what we understand, and we understand what we're taught. And even more fundamentally, we like to say that we understand what we experience, or things we connect to.
The workshop's enriched curriculum is adapted to current New York State education science curriculum standards and Common Core requirements. It is registered with mylearningplan.com, and teachers may apply for professional development credits. The next Green Tree Foundation Teachers Ecology Workshop is slated for July. Will you be there?